I understand he's
This
telling
is
people how
Antigua
that we
breaking
open,
news.
rush to open an embassy in one day. Boy, this man is such a fool, right? It's years now we're negotiating with the PRC to establish a physical presence. In fact, to actually get the embassy building, it took us months to identify an appropriate building. It had to be sanctioned by the Chinese government, and we had to send individuals there several months ago. Ambassador Brian Stuart Young and the foreign minister, among others, traveled to China months ago. So Bruce's idea that we just went there for a week and opened an embassy, rushed to open an embassy. You're such a fool. And it's not because you don't know better, you know. It's because you want to create some kind of sensationalism because he served as our ambassador to Cuba. And he will know that when he went to Cuba, he had to make several trips before he got a building to open up the embassy there. But, you know, my colleagues keep telling me, right, that I've let all of these UPP, I'm going to describe them because I want to sue me, but people know who they are. Some really outrageous, outlandish elements who have done all sorts of foolishness in office, and I'm just using my words carefully because I want them to sue Point FM. And we let them off the hook, you know, because I don't like to destroy people. We have seen either one or two audit reports that were done by a director of audit on the mismanagement, and I'm going to state that, mismanagement of resources in the Cuban embassy. And, you know, rather than going after Bruce, we allowed it to slide. And the same man now coming as what, Pontius Pilate, trying to behave as though he's so sanctimonious and he's some man of credibility, trying to sensationalize the opening of an embassy. I don't want to tell you now, the embassy there not even costing us anything at this time. We have gotten it funded for a few years. So I don't know what's his point. So it's neither a financial burden or an undesirable act to establish the embassy in China. A country that is easily the most important developmental partner for Antigua and Barbuda at this time. And if we can justify having embassies in a number of countries that are doing far less for Antigua and Barbuda than the PRC, how can this fool, and there's nothing worse than an old fool, come to the conclusion that there's something vulgar about us having an embassy in the PRC?